Okay. Well, the boys were on stage. Matt and Billy Shue, these are roadies for PC. Shut the fuck up for a second, this won't take long. Had taken it upon themselves to steal an Asteroids video game from the dressing room and stow it in the PC van. The band members knew nothing about this and were baffled and frightened when the bouncer and the manager confronted them, demanding to know where the game was. The manager, who loved the machine so much that he refused to share, kept the game in the dressing room where it would be safe. And it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who was responsible for its disappearance. "Where is my fucking game?" screamed the manager. The musicians, who were trying to pack as quickly as possible, tried to convince the manager that they knew nothing about it. The bouncer was already pissed at them because Walter had kicked the wall in the strip joint downstairs earlier. A sweet young thing on the stage had worked the Ukrainian Lothario into such a state that he lashed out with his heel, hitting the wall. The bouncer, who was dating the underage stripper, saw Walt kick the wall and moved in to tear his head off. Though he begrudgingly decided not to kill the horny guitarist, the bouncer was jonesing for an excuse to kick some personality crisis ass. And now the boss's video game was missing. Growling fiercely, the street fighter backed Walter and John out the door onto the street. "I call this my equalizer," he snarled, waving a sawed-off pool cue at the drummer. "Where is my fucking game?" The bouncer wasn't very big as far as bouncers go, but he was born to brawl. Even the roadies wanted no part of him. John continued to profess his innocence, but suddenly the bouncer punched him in the mouth. The drummer went down, only to jump up seconds later as the adrenaline tore through his body. The blow chipped one of John's front teeth, which remains that way to this day. "It wasn't us. We didn't do it," John pleaded. At this point, he still didn't know that Billy and Matt had taken the game. Billy and Matt, of course, steadfastly denied any involvement. The bouncer must have believed John, "Shut up!" at least momentarily, because he went back into the club to interrogate the other band members. Walter and John followed the bouncer back inside, and eventually Bill and Matt confessed. Meanwhile, the manager was still outside trying to find his precious video game. The angry man made the mistake of confronting an innocent but capable passerby who showed his displeasure by thumping the manager soundly. Bleeding from a cut lip, the furious manager stormed back into the club, and now he was angry enough to explode. "Where is my fucking game?" he yelled. Billy and Matt quickly brought the van around and carried the Asteroids game into the dressing room, where Personality Crisis set a new land speed record for loading out. Parting was not sweet sorrow. There's the chip tooth right there, ladies and gentlemen.